What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So before I get into this video, I want to give a big shout out to Zola Evans for the $10 donation via the PayPal. I left a note saying, quote, "Love your YouTube content. Keep up the good work, my man." Well, thank you for showing love to Too Raw for TV, aka Too Raw for Sports. And I'm glad that you like the content that I put out there. I was watching ESPN First Take, and Stephen A. Smith and company are back to full-blown peak pandemic Kyrie elixir mode hate. I mean, they're back on that shit. All right. It's funny. 2 weeks ago, you would have watched the same network, and they would have said that the problems with the Nets were more or less structural. Too small, lack of interior presence, no real rebounding, and no defense. Now, Ben Simmons was supposedly brought there to help alleviate these concerns, but they always want to handle him with kid gloves. And my theories behind why that's the case is two. Number one, he has certain genetic qualities that that pretty much allow him to get the benefit of the doubt. And he's affiliated with Clutch Sports and the La Media, as they largely are comprised of. No, they got to be kind of hands-off with their criticism of him. But now, apparently, everything wrong with the Brooklyn Nets is Kyrie Irving's fault. Now, all of a sudden, I thought he was box office. I thought he was sensational. I thought he was perhaps the most talented ball handler this game has ever seen. I thought he was a top 10 all-time talent. Now, all of a sudden, he's a disaster. A guy who, coming into last night's game into Chicago, was averaging 30 and 6. Now, all of a sudden, it's his fault. It's his fault. He destroys organizations wherever he goes. I'm using this term. They didn't say this, but I'm just going to use it. He's uppity and need to be taught a lesson. Stephen A. Smith was in full Kyrie hate mode. He thinks he's way up here, and everybody else is down here. And we got to get to his level. We got to get to his level. That's what's wrong with him. He's too proud to apologize. He's too proud to get on his knees and kiss Master's feet and beg Master for forgiveness. I've done it. I wakes up every morning thinking about Master. What make him better than me? You ain't better than me. Get that nigga off that nag. It was an absolute disgrace, man. Jay Will did say something real. He said, one thing I noticed people aren't doing is everybody's going in on Kyrie, and rightfully so. But nobody says anything about the fact that this movie, everyone is at arms with, is on sale on Amazon, a company owned by Jeff Bezos. And when he brought that up, here comes Molly. But that doesn't absolve. Well, she quickly cleaned that up. Oh, company bitch. That doesn't absolve Kyrie of guilt. He said, I didn't say that. But everybody always talking about Kyrie like he made the damn film, but no one wants to talk about Amazon profiting off of it. No one wants to have that conversation. No, because these multi-billionaires, they can do what the fuck they want to do. The people who really run shit behind the scenes, they're the ones that really create the shit, and there's other people that are the scapegoats. You know what I'm saying? The real scapegoats. Everyone else talking about rap culture and, you know, and how it's destroyed our culture and all this type shit, you know, black culture and all this shit. And I'm not saying they don't have some points, but rappers aren't just going around disseminating this stuff out. Music companies are. Record companies are. The music industry isn't run by Ice Cube and Snoop. It's run by, generally, you know, other people. Let's put it like that. But nobody wants to have that conversation. You know, and nobody wants to have a conversation about how a lot of people at the helm of the music industry also have stock in a lot of these privately owned prisons. You know, but see, that's a conversation that you'll never ever hear on TV. It's never going to happen. Never. But anyway, yeah, they're trying to blame everything on Kyrie, man. You know, the structure of the team. You know, every team Kyrie goes to is just disorganized and blah 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 and all this type of shit. And no coach will be able to coach Kyrie. He's uncoachable. And yeah, they keep pushing for a punishment, pushing for a fine, pushing for a suspension. They're going to ruin this man's career. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I'm saying that. They're going to try to ruin this man's career. If you think I'm joking, look what they did to Myers Leonard. Myers Leonard was an average role player who got caught on a hot mic saying the worst slur you can say for someone of the Jewish faith. And he was suspended for a week and fined $50,000. And subsequently, I think he pretty much started playing fewer and fewer minutes. And he was traded to the Thunder later that year. They waived him, and he hasn't been in the NBA since. If I'm not mistaken, no team wants his services. So they do this. Now, of course, Kyrie never said anything to that extent. But, you know, they're still trying to do to him what they did to him, Leonard, but on a larger scale. And it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up to me because I don't think for a second that Kyrie has any hateful bone in his body, man. And, you know, I get kind of irritated at people who keep saying, well, Kyrie Irving is guilty of misinformation, right? But you got public schools right now that are omitting black history from the record books. And you have kids today, black kids, not even being taught their true history because they don't want white kids' feelings hurt by the truths of Jim Crow and slavery. So everybody else's feelings matter more than us. Everybody's feelings matter more than us. That's pretty much the message we all get. So, you know, that's all I feel about it, man. It's just stupid, man. Like, at what point? I mean, what's going to be enough anyway? If the man do come out and apologize, is that really going to satisfy the situation? No. Myers Leonard apologized. It's not going to. It's not going to satisfy anything. It's not going to end anything. So I don't know.